Well, my father was living in Moscow 9 years. So in Moscow he met an Armenian girl and they married. I went from Cuba to Moscow. I lived 1 year in Moscow. Was year in my life. I don't like Moscow at all. And one day they just decide out of nowhere, let's go to Armenia. And we came. Supposedly we came for just a few time, just to visit his wife, mother, the family, and we decided to stay. You know, and like that we stayed 3 years here, and I love it. I love Yerevan. It's perfect. It's like Cuba, you know. It's like warm people, warm city, and very calm sometimes, like every city. And it's exactly like what, you know. I don't like Moscow for that. It's very cold people. Like they don't even look at you in the street. They are in their own world. In Armenia is completely different, and I love it. You know, the people meet you in the street, and mostly I don't know why. When I say I'm Cuban, they are like, "Oh, Fidel Castro, viva Fidel!" Like that's crazy. You know, I never expect that in this far away people know Cuba. In Armenia, I started working as a magician. I worked like for 2 months till I completely lose the emotion about it. And after that, I started working as a waiter in Amigo Club, later in Cuba Pub, and later I started to dance. And now I'm also a DJ. So, like, I pass from one work to another. I think in 3 months I will do something new. I came here, was very hard for me working as a waiter because I don't know the language. I know like 3 words in Russian, so I try to communicate with the people in a mix between Russian and English that was like awful. Sound like I think all they listen was piba. Okay, finish. You know, like I work like that for the words like and signs like 2 beers, 2 cola, good, and just go to take it. So, in one time when I was working at Amigo, I meet a Colombian girl, Monica, and in this time nothing came up like work together. Just we meet, oh hi, because like Latin people, okay, oh someone to talk Spanish with. We discuss more about like, you know, maybe you should start to dance. In Cuba I dance break dance. I didn't know anything at all, salsa, bachata, nothing like that. Like not even how to do 1 step. I didn't dance at all. So with Monica and Nacho, we start to talk like, you know, maybe you should start to learn how to dance. In any case, you are Cuban. And I saw an opportunity, and yeah, I start to do that. I go completely inside that wall of dancing. And for like about 3 months, all I did was practice. My first meet with Anna was 3 years ago. In the time that I don't dance, you know, I was working as a waiter in Amigo, and she came in. That was for me like crazy. And so she came in, and of course she saw a Cuban, how her teacher was Cuban. For her also every Cuban dance. So I was in the bar, that was a lot of works, but so I was in the bar talking with the barman, and she came like, oh, you have to dance with me, I remember all I could say was turn around and say, you know, be nice. And she told me like, why? I said like, I don't dance at all. You know, you're lying to me, you're After the first step, she understood that I don't dance like anything in that time, like at all, you know. And after that, we didn't saw each other for 1.5 years. Like we didn't even know, I think, about each other. And one day we meet again in Amigo. I went with Monica to Amigo. I sit to drink something, dance a little, and she was there. And we meet, and that time again, I asked her to dance. My father is a magician. He's a professional magician. He learned with the best magician in Cuba in that time. And so I always been interested in magic. You know, as a kid, like, for me it was a fantasy. Even today, I do believe in magic. For me, magic exists. So since I was 3 years old, I saw my father working as a magician. I got like seriously interested in magic, but he never wanted to teach me. You know, never. He say all the time I was too immature. So like 4 years ago, when I went to Moscow, I already had a little knowledge, but like he finally decided to teach me. You know, like he's a very strong teacher. He teach me like you have to practice at least 4 hours a day, like practice. And I started to practice a lot. And the moment he told me like, you know, okay, you are a good magician, I feel like, my God, you know, my father is telling me I'm good. He's my teacher. You know, because it's actually in Cuba, you know, we don't have so many money, we don't have so many food. So many times what we do is we just eat this kind of shit, you know, just cut it in little pieces, you know. Just cut it in little pieces, you know, put it there, you know, just we squeeze it right in the hand and just magic for me before was a hobby. Later I took it as a work, but even today it's my passion. I love magic. I love the feeling that give you, you know, because we think that magic is not about just making you believe that I disappear something, you know. It's also about that moment when you don't think about anything else and you just stay in the magic, you know. Just feel the magic. You forget your troubles. You forget, I don't know, that tomorrow you have to work, or you just come very tired for work. And if with my magic I can take out a smile and surprise you a little, that's all I need, you know. That's for me magic. Armenian audience is not so good, you know. They are more focused in the part of knowing how you do the trick than living the magic. You know, and that's not a good audience, because I feel without emotion, you know, if you don't have emotion doing the magic, the magician cannot work. Because if you are more all the time like how he's doing, it doesn't work, because you don't get impressed by my trick, you don't get impressed, you don't feel that moment of magic, and for me that my emotion just go away and make me stop wanting to do it.
From painting.
You're also painting very good.
Oh, Armenian people are seriously warm, you know. That's one thing that I love about Armenia, is that in the moment they meet you, they already see you as a friend. They don't see you as someone like, okay, let me just get to meet him and later decide. In the moment they see you, that you are a friend, you know. For me, I get to the places and I start to talk like a little Armenian that I know, and they are really like, oh my God, you know, achperes, and come here and all this. And I love this, you know. In Cuba we are the same. In Cuba we are not like kind of cold. We don't like to be cold. I'm trying to learn more about Armenians, about the dances, I don't know, the traditions, the food. I love Armenian food. I seriously love Armenian food. It's perfect. So I love Armenian dances actually, and I like Armenian music. I don't dance them a lot because they are seriously hard. They're like seriously hard, a lot of work foot, and but I actually love them. Anna dance Armenian dances, so I've seen it a lot. A lot of our students also dance Armenians, and many of my parties they ask me like, oh, can you put this Armenian song, and they start to do the kocharik dance. What I don't like about Armenian, I think the part that they are a little old-fashioned, like their minds are a little close still. I don't know, you know, I'm a guy like, I was raised by my mother, so I know how strong a woman can be. So every time I see a guy trying to sing like, you know, women are weak, for me this is, you know, I have a lot of fight in these areas with a lot of guys, not only in Armenia, in the whole world. Only I think Armenia is a little more old-fashioned in this style, you know, a little more like the main rules women have to follow. Plans always have different ways to go, but right now my plan is that just don't go anywhere, stay here. And I really hope it works. I really like Armenia, I love it.